Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me once a week. I'm obsessed with constant and never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe now so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to the 18th episode of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I posted on Instagram yesterday an acronym for fear, as I see it anyway. I hope you saw it because I thought it was really clever. Anyway, well, here is what it was. Okay, so I put an acronym for fear, F-E-A-R, as being a fabricated emotion around an assumed reality. So F-E-A-R, fabricated emotion, assumed reality. You see, fear is just a created emotion that assumes an outcome that we're unsure of. Now, to start off on a really positive note, did you know that studies have shown that over 90% of our fears never come to fruition? That really rings true for me. I have found that to be very true. There's so many things that I have feared in my life that never happened. I love this quote by Mark Twain. He said, "I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened." I think we can all relate. Now, did you know that facing your fears actually makes you stronger? Every single time you fear something but do it anyway, your brain accepts that it wasn't so bad, and the next time it gets easier and then easier. Now, I have also found this to be true. How many times have you feared something only to go through with it and it be one of the most exhilarating things you've ever done? I have a fear of tight spaces, confined spaces. It makes it hard for me to breathe. So for a long time, I avoided scuba diving, even though I love the ocean, because of the breathing device and the mask and all that stuff and being deep underwater. But in spite of my fears, I took my first scuba diving class 7 years ago. And guess what? The very first time I went underwater, it was just like breathing normal air to me. It wasn't scary at all. Not at all. I've been diving now for years, and I think about how glad I am that I overcame that fear, because I would have never gotten to experience diving with the sharks or seeing that octopus turn bright green before my eyes. Tony Robbins says the story that protects you also imprisons you. So my story of being claustrophobic could have kept me from all that beauty I just described, but it didn't. Also, how many times have you faced a fear and because you did, something really good came of it? Facing our fears can help us develop resilience and mental strength as well. I also don't like having conversations with people face to face where I have to tell them something that might disappoint them or hurt their feelings in some way. It makes me uncomfortable. I'd rather do it like email or something, which is not the best way to do it. So as a business owner, this is something I've had to really work on. The more I do it, the easier it has gotten. This week I had a conversation with someone that I would have rather said in an email, but I've learned that tone in an email can be taken quite wrong. So conversations face to face, or if need be over the phone, are way better. I went ahead and had this conversation this week, and we came to a really great conclusion that worked to the benefit of us both. Now, had I emailed that person instead, I would have been nervous until I got their response, and they may not have understood my exact concerns. The outcome could have been really different. Now, I have never regretted having a conversation face to face or over the phone, but I have had to re-explain texts or emails that were maybe taken wrong. Now, one of the fears I hear a lot about is fear of failure. And the one thing I have to say about that is you only fail if you quit or you never start. I also know that there is no failure if you learn. That's something that one of my mentors, Toby Fairley, has said. So the next time you are worried about failure, decide that if you try and you don't succeed the way you hoped, you learn something from it. See, you succeed or you learn. Either way, you don't fail. Wayne Gretzky said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So what are you fearing right now? What is it stopping you from doing? Is fear causing you to play small? Is it holding you in a pattern of mediocrity? Your wildly successful lifestyle could be just on the other side of that fear. Now, I watched a TED Talk about fear once and how an encouraging word from someone can sometimes be the little push we need to keep going. Consider this your push. I am here for you, and I would love to celebrate your wins and the successes you have had by overcoming fear. So email me at Heidi@HeidiDawson.com. That's HEIDI at HeidiDawson.com. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to check out my website, HeidiDawson.com, to download my free gift to you, the My 3 Words PDF. It's going to help you create your wildly successful lifestyle. Okay, guys, love you all. Talk to you in a few days.